Hey folks, it's Carol here. I got something a little different today. Stop motion animation. I've done a couple quick videos in the past about it, but here I'm just showing you my little process for doing it. Now please understand, I am in no way an expert or anything like that. Please don't leave me any bad comments about what I've done wrong or that you didn't like it. But if you have some constructive criticism, please leave it. But I just wanted to show you what my process is. So I'm starting out with a background that's going to be stationary, and then I have my pieces that will be moving. These are the pieces that are going to be the animation portion of it. So I'm going to be using my Life in a Jar, my Lady from the Life in a Jar stamp, and I've got my letters and I got my world cut out, and I'm going to be filming it with my old phone. This is how I do all of my videos. I just film it with my phone, my old phone, and let me just get started with showing you the process. Now this is the technical setup that I got going on here. I mean, this is very high tech, people. Pay attention. I got my laptop stand, no wheels on it, took those off. I've got my storage cases underneath. And then I am going to strategically balance my laptop stand onto my storage cases so that it is hovering, so that the laptop stand is hovering over my work area. How do you like that? And this is what the setup looks like right here. As you can see, I've got this overhang, and I just turned that light on. That didn't make a bit of difference, did it? But anyway, so let me show you some other parts of this high-tech part. I've got a piece of plexiglass from Lowe's, and I've only just torn off half of the the protective sheeting. I only need part of it to hold my phone for me. And then I have, oh, and then I wanted to show you on my old one, that's all scratched up. I've got a piece of colored tape there, and you really want to put that on the edge because you want to be able to see it. Otherwise, you're going to have some scratched eyebrows, or you're going to poke yourself in the eye. Trust me, I've done it. So please put something there that's going to show you that there is an edge there. So I'm going to put my little plexiglass down and let it overhang on this stand a little bit. And then I'm going to put this nice heavy craft book on it to hold it down. When I put my phone on, I don't want it to move. So I'm going to place my phone. And if you're going to do this, if you're going to use this technique, make sure you have your phone, whichever way the orientation is going to come out correctly on your software. So you'll have to play around with that. This is going to work well for me the way that I have my phone positioned this way. Excuse me. So what I'm trying to do here is I want to have everything in frame. I don't want to see the table underneath. I want to zoom in close enough so that everything is in one frame and that you don't see the edges. I'm sorry if I'm making you seasick there. I'm holding with one hand and doing something with the other. So I'm zooming in. I don't see any edges. I'm moving my hand around to make sure I don't see it there. And another thing to keep in mind is lighting. I don't know if you can see underneath here the shadows that I have. You can see a shadow of my tripod in my hand. So you want to make sure that you have really good lighting and that the lighting is consistent the entire time, unless you want shadows in and out as you're doing the stop motion animation. So I'm turning this light on to try to get rid of those shadows that I had going on. Now I'm just making sure that the placement is still correct in the frame, the way that I want to use it. And I want to position this tripod so that you could see what I'm seeing over the project area, but it doesn't look like the tripod's going to be close enough in order to do that. So I'll have to be picking it up from time to time. So now I'm just positioning my pieces off camera so that I can start rolling them in. And I'm going to take a couple of snapshots of the way it is with nothing, with the background, with nothing on it. And when you're taking the snapshots, you want to make sure that each time you do it, that it's in focus each time. Mine tends to go in and out of focus, and either it's the camera or it's a human error, I'm not sure, but you definitely want to make sure that that focus is there. And so I'm bringing it in slightly from the right bottom corner, and I'm snapping a picture of it, and then I'll turn it slightly. I'll rotate it slightly and move it more to the left as it's coming into frame. And the idea is to rotate, snap, rotate, move it, snap, rotate, move it, snap, until I get it into the position that I want it. So I'll skip ahead and show you that. So now it's in the position where I want it. And so now I'm going to be slowly bringing in the life in a jar figure. It's going to come in at the top right, off camera a little bit. I just want to get the edge of it, just the edge of it to show in the frame area before I start snapping. And then I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer and snap. Again, bringing it in closer. This time I'm moving the lady a little bit and repositioning her because I want the end result of this animation to look as if this jar is being shaken over the world. And so I'm going to be, excuse me, moving this slightly back, repositioning her again and snapping it. And then with each time, slowly opening up the cover of the jar. Stop motion animation can be very tedious. I think it's pretty fun, but it can take a long time to do. And the more smaller movements that you do with the frames, the smoother the transition will be, the more jagged it's going to be. So it just depends on the overall look that you're trying to achieve. And I hope you all try it and play around with it. If anything, it's just something fun to do to pass the time. So now I'm trying to open up this jar just a little bit more and repositioning the lady. I actually needed 2 hands to do this. So I'm snapping my picture. And now I've finished with her. I've skipped ahead and now I'm started to bring my words in. And so each time, again, as I snap, I move pieces, rotate the world, and snap a picture. And you just keep doing that until you get all of the different sessions that you like. All of the different pictures that you like. And that's pretty much it. And so now we're going to move over to the software. And the software that I use is the Microsoft Movie Maker. It's the only software that I've ever used for any of my videos. It's pretty easy to use and it's free, folks. So I've got all my pictures in that I want to use in the software. And I have them in the order that I want. If you want them backwards, then make sure you put them in the descending order. And because remember my camera was rotated, the position of my camera was one way, now I'm just rotating all of the frames so that you as the viewer can see it in the correct orientation. And now I want to go up to video edit because I have all of my pictures in there. I really don't need to make any adjustments at all to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to show you the duration of each frame is set by default by 7 seconds. So that means that each frame would be viewed 7 seconds before moving on to the next frame. I want them viewed a lot quicker so that it looks like a movie. So I'm going to change this to 0.15 or 0.10, excuse me, changing that to 0.10, and then that's going to make each frame view boop, 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 and make it look like it's animated. So let's see how I did. And here's the animation. Not too shabby. I like the way that looks. I think I'm actually going to slow it down just a little bit and change it to, excuse me, 0.15. And then that will just slow it down. Just a tad. I'm not sure exactly what else I'm explaining here, but I think maybe saying something about if you want it to be backwards, which I've just explained. So, so here I have slowed it down to 0.15, and it just makes it a little bit slower. And I think I like this a lot better. And I'm also going to have on that last frame, I'm going to have it last just a little bit longer and stretch that out to, I think, a full second. So I'm clicking on the last frame, going back up to the top to the video edit, and that duration, changing it from a 10 or 15 to a 1.0. And I want to try and watch it one more time to see what happens. There you go. Thanks for watching. I really hope you try this and have fun with it. Talk to you soon. Bye.